Hi students, today we are going to look at angles inside of polygons and how to find their sum. So the first thing we want to know is what is considered a polygon. So we've got some shapes up here, and some of them are polygons and some of them are not. So it's important to notice that polygons consist of 3 or more line segments, and they're closed figures. So if we're looking at the shapes up here, we can see that these first 3 shapes, these would be considered polygons. And that's because all of the sides are straight lines and they come together at vertices. So there aren't any open parts. You know, the shape is what we call closed at endpoints. Then we see some other shapes over here, and these shapes are not polygons. And the reason that these are not polygons is because they have curved sides, or in this triangular shape, 2 of the sides, so this side here, intersects or crosses this side here. So that makes it not a polygon. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at polygons and we're going to find the sum of their interior angles. And so when we are looking at regular polygons, we're going to use a formula to find the sum of their angles. And so the sum of their angles is found, S for sum, by adding the number of sides, so n represents number of sides, minus 2, times 180. That will give us the sum of the interior angles inside of a polygon. So let's look at some examples. So here we have a 5-sided polygon. And again, it's a closed figure. All of the sides are straight lines. So we're going to find the sum of the interior angles. So that means we're going to add up this side plus this side plus this side plus this plus this. So the 5 angles we're going to add together. Using the formula, the sum of the interior angles is equal to n, the number of sides, minus 2 times 180. So because this has 5 sides, we are going to plug in 5 for n. So S equals 5 minus 2 times 180. So that becomes 3, 5 minus 2 is 3, times 180. And so our sum is 540 degrees. So the interior angles in a 5-sided shape add up to 540 degrees. Okay, let's look at another example. So this time we have a shape, and this shape has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sides, so it's a septagon. And so what we will do is we are going to find the value of x. Now this time, we first need to know what do all of the angles add up to. So the sum of the interior angles is equal to n minus 2, the number of sides, minus 2 times 180. That'll tell us what all of the angles add up to, and then we'll be able to solve for the one missing angle. So our sum is equal to 7 minus 2 times 180. So that would be 5 times 180. And so our sum equals 900 degrees. So to find our missing angle x, we would need to add up all of the angles that we know. So 140 plus 145 plus 115 plus 120 plus 130, I'm running out of space here, plus 128 plus x. So all of those angles would be equal to 900. So the first thing that we would want to do is we would want to add up all of the angles that we know. So when we add those all up, we get 778. Oops, let me go back to pen. 778 plus x is equal to 900. So we subtract 778 from both sides, and we get that x equals 122 degrees. So we're just using that formula to find the sum of all of the angles, and then we could figure out a missing angle if we knew the rest.